You profile a company called Metal.tv, which is a gaming startup where activity is actually booming because we're all shut in right now. But even these employees have had to take pay cuts and they're getting offered equity instead. Tell us a little bit more.
Sure. So this is one of the companies that has actually been doing well during the coronavirus outbreak as people are staying at home and gaming more. But they were in the middle of raising their Series B round of funding, and they said, you know what, we don't know when that's ever going to happen because as VCs and others have warned, funding is likely to dry up as people are kind of worried about the risk out there. And so the co-founder that I spoke to said, we need to conserve cash so that we can have a runway for the next 18 to 24 months. And the way they did that was they asked everybody if they wanted to take a salary decrease, a pay cut, and in return, stock units, which will vest over the next year.
So tell us a little bit more about how broadly you anticipate this will be. We're hearing from investors, we're hearing from operators that the advice that companies are being given is if you have to lay off people, if you have to make cuts, do it now and cut deeper than you think you will need to cut so that this isn't death by 1,000 cuts. Do you think that we're going to see a lot more companies employing this strategy?
I think it's right. I mean, there is not a day that's gone by over the last 2 weeks that a startup has not announced layoffs. There's this layoff tracker even that's popped up that's already tracked 24,000 startup jobs that have been cut. And so that's certainly the easiest, fastest, and most direct way to conserve cash. What these founders are trying to do is to say, you know what, we really believe in our business and if our employees do too, let's see if we can kind of offer them a slice of the future earnings by cutting back their salary now. And it's a way to really avoid that pain of the layoff. But as you're alluding to, you know, it's a big if. And when I spoke to these folks, they're like, well, you know, if everything goes well, well, you know, what if everything doesn't go well? And then these employees, you know, will end up hurt in financially.